Welcome back, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, to the super, not funny show reviews. And today I'm reviewing Abbott Elementary Season 2, Episode 21. It's entitled Mom. It's coming to you from ABC streaming on Hulu. So, what did I think about it, and should you be watching? Before we get into the review, get down there, hit like on this video. Well, we got a special guest on this episode of Abbott Elementary. Before we saw and we met Janine's sister, this time we get to meet her mother, Vanetta. She shows up very unexpectedly at the school, wanting, we assume, to see her daughter, who, we've heard a lot about her, and you didn't get the impression we'd ever see her, but here she is. Right before the Memorial Day weekend, when Janine is planning to go on a solo trip to Maryland, just kind of like she saved up a bunch of money so that she can have a real nice little 3-day weekend vacation. And but here's Vanetta wanting something, and in the I guess you could call it the B plot, we find out that Gregory sucks at small talk, and maybe he needs to figure out how to do small talk if he ever wants to, be a principal. And so, really, this is mostly about Vanetta and Janine and Barbara. Really, we see. I would call this a tale of two moms. One mom who is the biological mother of Janine, and we've heard much about her and her ways, and in her way, Janine not trying to bad talk her mom, but also definitely, letting us know something about her. And you know what? Taraji Henson comes in and plays the role of Janine's mother to a T. She's actually, she's great. There are so many fun moments with her. I mean, she is just, she's a character. She's very, like, she's stylish and kind of like real cool and hip, and like a hip she says she's not a grandma, she's Auntie Vanetta when she talks to the kids, and she's real kind of like real bombastic out there, and judgy or whatever, and definitely flighty, but we see that she's there for a reason, because she's got this huge phone bill, and she isn't going to say she wants Janine to pay it, but she definitely wants Janine to pay it. And so we kind of see, her relationship with her mom, and how, she wants her mom to be proud of her, and, to be impressed with where she works and everything. But she also really has been burned clearly in the past. So she's really wondering why she's really there. And of course, it's the whole, the phone bill thing. And I love that later on the episode, but Barbara and Melissa are sort of talking about it, and that they clocked her as, kind of, I don't want to call it a moocher, or, as she says, she's a con artist or something like that. And this really, again, this is a tale of two moms. So we have the bio mom, and then we have the work mom, Barbara, who Janine has been just like looking up to her. That's her mentor and everything. She's been wanting that kind of like parental figure relationship with Barbara, and to see Barbara turn that mama bear on was very, very gratifying. This is another one of those episodes, like, I laughed a good amount in this episode. I'm not saying I didn't laugh. This is another one of those episodes that had a lot of actual emotion to it, and I found myself getting misty-eyed or tearing up at several points through this. No fewer than like 3 or 4 times, I think. And as in large part because of how strongly, Barbara feels about the whole situation, where she really is just like, she's seeing Janine like grow and mature, and just, kind of, begin to, express herself, and she's just blooming, as a young teacher. And Barbara is feeling very proud of her, and wants her to have the best. And, she's very, very supportive. And really, I want to also shout out the fact that the whole staff was like, yeah, you go, Janine. Even Ava, who was, she usually wants to roast Janine, but she was, even she was just like, you go, do good for yourself. That sort of thing. That's the, one of the great things about this show is just that the main cast, they're a family. They're a work family, but they're definitely a family, and it's real fun to see how they kind of come together and just say, give positivity to Janine. But again, Barbara really kind of stepping up and having a confrontation with Vanetta, who, we can tell she's a woman that's, she has no problem with stepping up to somebody. We saw that in a very hilarious way, the way Ava, she gave her a good look for talking crap about Janine, and that's all Ava needs to know, to like, oh yeah, you beat me up. And that, that was really funny, but also knowing that Barbara pretty clearly is aware of that too, and would still, confronted her about not trying to take advantage of Janine and everything. And so that was, that entire storyline, and that was the main part of the episode. The bit with Gregory, it was funny, but it was just it's a bit of a, just a little on top of the main story, because it's just really about him, not being able to connect with the other staff members, and then hilariously badly doing that, especially with the lunch lady Shanae, only to later on to realize they both like Baltimore Orioles, and then that's something they can connect on. Yeah, it was fun, and seeing Jacob, sort of be stressed about it, and encouraging, that was cool and everything, and I did like it, and it was funny. But honestly, this really was just about Janine and her mom and Barbara. And then later on, seeing the difference in the way, the two moms reacted to Janine's, how Janine, handled the whole situation, where she helped her mom, but didn't sacrifice her vacation, and kind of set a boundary. And that Barbara was proud of her, and then offered to take her to go, shopping right after that, to get a cover up for her when she goes to the pool and everything. I thought that was just a very good indication of, like I said, Barbara, work mom, and maybe more of a mom even than the biological mom. But I really love seeing Taraji Henson on there. She did everything she was supposed to do and more, and everyone else, they shined as usual. So I love this episode. I think it's definitely one I'm going to come back to in the future. So what did you guys think about this episode? What did you think about what I had to say? Get down to the comment section, leave your thoughts there. Of course, you can always hit me up, supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com, or at supernotfunnys1 on Twitter. And do me a favor, get down there, hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Helps with the channel and helps for more people to see these reviews. All right, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, thanks for joining me. Come back next week. We're going to be reviewing the season finale, episode 22 of Abbott Elementary. Until then, I've been Mo They Poupée, your resident fabricant and commentator extraordinaire on all things pop culture. And I'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.